Alright, so my name is Noah Seward. This is my website that I've created for the class 2550. Just want to run you through my website and kind of what it is and then go over some of the code. So first off, this is the home screen. So when you click on the tag right here, the logo for Rocket League moveset, it pulls up the home screen right here, and you also got the footer down here that you can go to Rocket League Tracker .network. So this brings you to a website that lets you check your stats in game, that kind of stuff. So it's really cool. Not this that wasn't my website, but you know this is that's just a nice place to go, and then also a video for you to watch in order to learn more about Rocket League. So, and if you click on each of the menu items, it'll bring you to the different ranks. So here we got gold, and in each of the ranks we have three different sections: things you should know, things to learn, and things to think about. These are just for people to learn Rocket League and things that they pros and other people who've played a lot of Rocket League, things that they recommend that you do, that you learn, that kind of stuff. And then we got a little quote here and some pictures or some videos, depending on the one that you're on. Here we got Plat, again, the three different things, a quote, we got a little example back post rotation. Then we got Diamond, again, same thing. Champ, this is a Grand Champ. Here we got a little video going of somebody making a really awesome flip reset aerial. SSL, another one, another video, and then again, we got the same kind of style in here. And then we got their visitors form. So here we got our table right here with our little icons there. I wanted to have a little bit of. I didn't like the border radius, like the border that goes around the tables. I also kind of wanted to add a radius to it, where it kind of does define the different sections. So I just add a little radius here with a greater radius on the tops and the bottoms. The bottoms you can't see right now because it's every other. So we're just going to add in some info here. If we don't fill out all the info, we get an error. But then if we do, we get this nice alert that says, "Thank you for visiting my website and filling out the form. Hope you enjoy." Just kind of thanking people. So here now you can see the border radius at the bottom and the top. Makes it kind of nice. So then also the delete function. So if we hit that, asks you if you want to delete, and if you hit cancel, it won't delete it. But if you hit OK, it'll get rid of it. So let's get rid of those and do another visitor, and there we go. And then if we go here, so we'll go back to our home. Here, if we click on the theme, pulls up the theme. So it kind of just puts everything into a darker mode. I wanted to keep with the same styling and the same position of everything on the website, just because I felt like when I was trying to change it, I went in and I changed it to where these were on top of each other going down or that kind of stuff, and like the quotes and the pictures were on the sides. It just didn't feel like it was the same website, to be honest. And so I kind of kept it the same styling here, and then just kind of changed the colors around. Uh, but yeah, there's the theme, and it works with if you go down to different screen sizes. So if we bring this, there's some screen size jumping that happens. So when it's smaller, you kind of get everything pushed on top of each other. Let's see this one. It kind of brings them down on top of each other like that. So the sizing works great. But yeah, and then if we go to the code, so got my index HTML. So we just got everything kind of going. I found that it's a lot of code. I think maybe my code could have been condensed a bit, but really I'm just going through and I've got li tags for all the information that I have because I'm putting it into an unordered list. instead of just p tags. And then each class should have its own like div, its own section, so we can get rid of the gold section. Here's a plat section, here's a diamond section, the champ section, grand champ, SSL. We got the table, and we have also got the forum. And so that's all of our different sections, and this is the main, this is the home. So when it's all condensed, it looks a lot cleaner, a lot better. And then within each section, we have logos. We've got the rank info, the three different sections that I showed you, and also our picture that's in the bottom, and a quote. So then here's our menu. So on each one, we're calling the switch block. And that's just a switch from, so if we go over to our controller, it's calling switch block right here. It's just kind of setting everything else to none and then displaying the one that I want. We also got our theme being called right here. So if we go back to here, theme, calling theme right there. Yeah, and then if we go through the CSS, we have a ton of CSS. I feel like the CSS could definitely be reduced a bit, but it is what it is, I guess. Just kind of going through, it's just all styling. Oh, and there's my media only. So I got two different ones, so for two different sizes. My theme. Again, I'm not repeating any code that I already have, just kind of adding to it. Here's my controller. We've already kind of seen that. The model. Okay, so this is getting the visitor, assigning each thing in the visitor an ID, first name, last name. So creating the classes as like the constructor, I mean. And then in the visitors, that's just a reference one that we were given. For the delete, we go in and we check the index and we map it, and then we return the ID of that visitor, and then we go in and cut out that visitor and return. So once this is done, we go to our, there it is, it goes back to here and we re-render the table of visitors. Find visitor is kind of using the same thing, just kind of getting the index, but instead of splicing it, we're just going to leave it and then return the index that we found. Or return the visitor sub-index. Here we're doing that, but just returning the index. View, so this is rendering our table. So when we pull up the table, if there's not a head, we create a head, and we fill it with the name, address, phone, email, actions. If there's not a body, we create a body and fill it with the new visitor, or we go through each of the visitors in the list of visitors and put all their information down that way.